I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is June 27, Thursday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So, kind of what we mentioned yesterday, or the last 2 days, I've been saying these higher highs and higher lows, and we're getting them, but they're pretty ugly. Very difficult. And yesterday, if you watch yesterday's video, I mentioned this imbalance right here. I said on this 4 hour, I said, was this going to hold as support? Came to the 50% of it, bounced right the fuck off. So if you saw that, then you were eating. It didn't come below it, and then use it as resistance and use it as support. So beautiful trade at the what do you call it, in the Asia session. I saw and I was like, bro, you can't be serious. But I was in trading, and anyways, so ended up pushing up and taking out that liquidity pool that was sitting there. Got into this 4 hour imbalance here, sell imbalance, and then we are also in a daily imbalance. But we also have this possible inversion imbalance if the market decides to tank. But I don't see that. I've been following this flow. If you've been following these videos, watch the previous videos. I'm telling you. So it looks like we're still bullish, and so on. So let's get to the video here. A lot of shit going on here. Very, very difficult in a sense. A lot going on, but let's see if I can make this easy here. So as you see here, we opened up here and we gapped, right? And we came down to that 4 hour imbalance right there. Beautiful. Took off, right? And then broke structure right there. Came retraced back. So we have a buy model pretty much, right? So we have a higher high, and then they swept this liquidity here, and this was just all noise, all internal noise. Higher high, real higher low, and then what did they do? They let me zoom in here again. 15-minute was pretty clean too, but I'll show these on a 5-minute. So we pushed up, retraced back. So little support here, and what's it called? This 15-minute is much cleaner in my opinion. But you can see here this candle, this up candle, this 1945, whatever. This fucking geez, I can't even think. The 745 candle, up candle, 15-minute, holding as support. See that? And then back to the 5-minute over here, we push up for a stretch again. So this is a low risk entry here for this whole move. And then we push up one more time. We retrace. Nice 61. Look at on the head, 61 right there. This is accumulation stage 1 right here. And we push up again, retrace back. I'm pretty sure it's also back to a 61. Let's see. Let's look. I didn't even do the measurement for this. Don't need to though. The general idea though is what matters. Came to a 61. And let me delete this right now anyway. But here we come back to the open of the day, and we have that previous week gap in the background. See that in the gray, little gray in the background. So very, very important level for today even. And so there's your second accumulation here, right? And then once we get here, now we're at 930. Now, even if you measure this to projection up at minimum 4 standard deviations up here, you can see as the previous day's high, they match pretty well, right? So obviously you're bullish, we're bullish, we're trying to get that to that pool as well, right? So here, what's funny about the 930 open today is that, and when we were here, so picture none of this price action here, I was like, man, you know what? I have not, because the market does change, once in a while. Like in the past couple of years, I have seen it change kind of recently in the last 12 months, but in slight variations. Instead of 930, it's 932 and 933, which is a good entry or whatever. But this, I was like, you know what? I have not seen 930 just push up literally when it opens in a very long time. And I was telling myself that, and I was like, whatever. And sure enough, it fucking shot up. So here, this is the 8:30. We had an 8:30 push down. I wasn't a part of 8:30, so I was ready at 9:30. But would have been nice to have been ready at 8:30. But it was very difficult to catch this unless you were on a 30-second. So if I go to a 30-second, I'll show you. I'm gonna try to make this video short. But let me see if I can do that real quick, because the only way you could have caught this is on a 30-second, in my opinion. So as you see here, we get this push up here. We wipe out liquidity and we push down. So that's why I don't want to be a part of 8:30. Why would I want to be a part of that news? So anyways, price push down, touches the open of the day, and it's hovering by the previous week open, or yeah, pretty much gap. And then this next candle, which is the 8:30 and 30-second, pushes down, taps. Look how it taps that previous week open gap, and then pushes off. So that's how I would have entered. Plus, it's 50% of the wick, previous wick. Now on a 1 minute, I'm gonna go to 1 minute because in a 1 minute, man, that's fucking difficult, bro. But that's how you would have caught that. So anyway, if anyone was wondering how to do that, but anyways, now back to here, 9:30. So we got the opening range gap here, right? And I'm like, we had this liquidity here, and I'm like, 9:30 might push down, but it's so strong that it might just push up because they want to get to this pool quickly. Keep in mind here, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Remember, this was the low risk entry here, easy entry here. Then you push up again. This is stage 1 of accumulation, stage 2 accumulation on this buy curve, and second stage. Now, when you're here, the thing is that it's generally going to run quickly for liquidity, and that's exactly what it did. So that's why I was not involved and I couldn't push any button here. So to try to make this day easy, very difficult, still difficult in a sense, but we push up strong here and we do wipe out that pool of liquidity. Now, once we do that here, now here's where I dropped the ball. Not here, but I saw this as a beautiful sell, and I haven't been really on my game lately. And I have been very patient and sitting back lately, and that's actually a good thing. Ever since my vacation, I've kind of got this new like sense of like just stronger patience or whatever. But not eager to catch trades. And I catch a lot of trades when you are confident and you just you go in. You catch a lot of trades. But today I was playing it super safe because today is Thursday, and Thursday has a possibility of reversing, right? So that's, we didn't reverse fully, but we had a very big pullback. So obviously when you look at this range from here to here, if you come back, that's probably in itself probably a 61 in itself, or maybe a 70. Let's take a look here real quick and take a look at that, and you'll see, yeah, came to that 60, almost 70. See that? So from this range from here to here, that's what explains that big pullback, plus all the buyers and that liquidity. Nice liquidity on that run here, as you can see. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see that we take out the 9:30 open, and plus we get back into the opening range, which I'll get to that in a second. But let me delete that. So with understanding that this price here, you had this candle push down, we pushed up, right? And then we pushed down. So it could be a speaker, but could be a break. So a short-term break to get this push up high, get into this rejection wick right here on this 939, and then we push all the way down. And I'm not doing nothing here. I saw this as a sell, but I was like, you never know. We could just keep pushing up hard if it's going to trend hard. So obviously I don't know if it's going to be, if it's going to retrace hard or if it's going to be a very trending day. So I had to step back. I had too many options on my mind, and I was just, had to leave it alone. So price then runs back. So I was like, okay, cool. I saw that as a big, look at all this momentum. So when any push out artists, a lot of push out artists, if 930, me personally, I could definitely push this as a buy, like really quick. And momentum and could have done well, but especially the breakout artists that broke these levels of all these highs right here. See these equal highs right here? very obvious. And that's how you get that big push up too, because they have that plus that pool up there that we've been, let me do it like this a little bit. Yeah, shrink it. You see what I'm saying? So that being the case, knowing that we are, I gotta step back, right? And I know we got news at 10 o'clock too, so I'm getting a little closer. So price shoots all the way down. Let it upset some people, right? So it comes back, wipes out all that big momentum and the push out artists, and then sure enough, it tags the open of the week, like to the tick. I'm not talking about like a little over, a little under. I'm saying like it's exact. Look how much. Look. If I stretch this as far as I can, bruh, that's an algorithm. That program is like, yo, you need to run. Look at this shit here. Oh, I knew it. They just pushed that shit up, man. Fucking phenomenal. You literally can at 355. You could literally catch. You could literally catch amazing moves. I'm not interested anymore. I'm getting a lot more comfortable in my trading and a lot more careful, I should say, also. But anyways, we hit that low, right? So when we hit that low, I'm like, man, that's a perfect buy because I'm trying to take it to this high right here. And plus, if you look to the left here, we also have this imbalance right here on the 1 hour. It's this. It's from Thursday. It's the 12 clock lunch hour, big imbalance. And then we had that break from that candle, which is the 10 o'clock candle. So the 10 o'clock low and then the 12 o'clock. See how we pushed through? I'm looking at that as we never came back. And that was a big, nice patch of empty price here. It's kind of an eyesore. You can't miss it. But anyone who broke through there, any traders that broke through there, we're coming to seal that price, right? So that's what I'm looking at here. As far as when I'm taking this buy, I want to come take this high out and then seal it. So when the price comes down, let me just go to the trade so you can see it, man. But when you see it here, now when we tag that low, I'm like, man, that's a perfect entry. But I was a little bit slow to the game and pushing it. But I do see that we do have a divergence here going on. So if you take a look at this low right here with this 930 open low, which would be that low on the RSI here, and then you have a lower low here. That's why I'm confident in taking the trade. But you can see that it's a higher low on the price action chart, but in the RSI it's lower low. See that? So I'll take that, right? I don't need it to to hit the oversold or anything like that. And it's still early in the day, but anyways, we hit that. And I don't push the button here because I wasn't, just in case it wanted to come lower. I want a little more confirmation. So price closes here. This candle, this next candle pushes down, pushes up. So I'm like, okay, if it's going to buy up, it's going to come retrace back into this candle. So into this candle, my entry is here. I'm at 50%. I get filled right here though. But I'm looking at 50%. I'm like, if this thing's going to buy, it's going to respect 50% of this candle. So it retraces back, hits that 50%, and then takes off. Lovely. Well, once it took off, I mean, my stop loss is literally right there. Very tight. And sure enough, we shoot and we take out that high. And you can see us getting right close to sealing that. And that was my goal. I mean, today, that was really what I wanted. And it was a great trade. So that being said, look at these fucking bastards. I knew it. So trying to catch these bullish trends is tough. So, but taking profit was very key. Then guess what happens here? This is where I dropped the ball. So here we push up, and this is when I took the screenshot. I'm like, man, that's a nice ass sell. But because I just took that previous trade, it was a great win. I'm sitting kind of frozen, and I'm just, sometimes that happens with me. Like I'm not able to just get in the market right away because it's just very difficult to accept that win and then just try to trade. But sure enough, it was a beautiful sell where I was. And the reason why I say that is because we had a let me go to this. Where are we here? Oh. When look at these. So got this higher lows here, right? And then on this divergence here, see on the 5 minute, we've been really above that 50%, right? And you look at this low doesn't touch the oversold, no oversold, no oversold. So we're bullish, right? It's strong, but like you can kind of sense and feel that it's going to come back and retrace deep because all of this liquidity. I mean, if you look at from a distance, look at this. Look at each entry. It's fucking beautiful. So you have a risk of a very big deep retrace. So that being the case, plus you have the opening range gap that's just literally not even touched. So here's where I dropped the ball. Well, I have higher lows, I have higher highs here, and I have a nice divergence there. So it was a beautiful trade to take, and I just didn't take it, man. I was really not. I just really didn't. I just felt like this price was too suspect. So and I left it alone. But how could I have been involved? Well, I mean, I could have took the sell from that imbalance right there. We broke through, we break that low, and then we retrace back, and now we're inside this inversion imbalance, this 1014. I really want to make this video short, but I just don't know how I can. I'm going to try to be done quickly. So right here, I know that we're bumping up against it, but I'm bullish. So, I mean, I'm leaving it alone, but this is a dangling carrot, and one of the models is to come back to the opening range. But then we get this push down again, another nice inversion right there, 1026 if you drag that out. And then we get this push, man, and this push pushes it down. I'm like, oh. So right here, this becomes a short-term control of price, this up candle, this 1047. If you take a look here, we break below it. Now we take this low out here. And the problem with this setup is it could be bullish and go straight up as a speaker, right? Or it can come down. Now I dropped I take this trade right here because of us sweeping this liquidity and us getting into this imbalance right here. And I was like, yeah, this looks good, and at this point, because I've been so patient, right? Because I've been so patient, I didn't take this trade when I wanted to take it. I was like, I took this buy because I was just a little eager. I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you. It is what it is. Obviously, this played around a lot, and then I took a loss. Now, the whole time I did understand that this could be a resistance level and that this could be a sweep for the 930 open, plus even reaching that 830. So that's what it did. So whatever, took a loss here, no big deal. And I was done for the day. So price pushes down and comes into the opening range, get you kind of like little 3 drives there, and then we're tapping that previous week gap right there, man. And I was like, bro, at this point I was done, but I was like, man, take that buy, dude. And where would I have taken this buy? At the least, I would have wanted to sweep here. And plus, you got look at this candle. I mean, this 1045 candle. It's very obvious. It's like you can't miss this price action. So basically, like even if you look on the 15-minute right here, if you look on the 15-minute, like and when we're down here, right? Yes, there's liquidity here. I get it. It looks like easy liquidity, but that candle right there, the 1045 candle, you see that? If I go to a 5-minute, it's on any time frame, it's a fucking eyesore. Anything below the hour, obviously, but if you look at the 5-minute even, it's like if that doesn't scream, hey, trade to me, I don't know what does, right? And sure enough, I just left it alone. But that was a beautiful area to take it to, and sure enough, it went to it. So I didn't trust my analysis a lot today, and if I give myself a score, out of 1 to 10, I'd definitely say it's a 5. Yesterday, I believe I give myself a 6. So maybe today was a 4 for me, or 4 or 5 or whatever. Still profitable though. Like I didn't overtrade or anything like that, and I didn't keep trading. So, but this would have been a beautiful trade to catch up to here. Sure enough, once it gets here, let me show you this. Once it gets to here, what does it look like to you? If you take a look, doesn't this scream, hey, we're coming back to here? Look at this price action from here. This 12 o'clock that pushed up right here. It's 12 o'clock, and see this U-shaped price action right here. When the price action is sitting right there, doesn't it tell you that we're screaming to it? And I knew it was gonna happen. Doesn't Doesn't this show like, hey, come back to me? Well, sure enough, they did, right? So they sold from here, pushed back, they were bouncing in between these imbalances right here. And again, we then take this buy here. There's so much I could tell you right now. I really can't. 20 minutes already, dude. I mean, so we're inside here, great buy. And what do you call it? The 150 macro kicks in, so starts pushing it down. You could have pushed let me go to 1 minute. You could have entered into the 150 right there, beautifully, right there. See this right here? So you get this push, you get this raid right there, and then what's it called? Right here, this 150 candle, this one ends up opening, pushes down. You get a little imbalance right here. See our poking in right here. See how we're poking in right there? Boom, hunting. Because why? We had this liquidity built, equal lows right here. See that? See that equal lows right there? The liquidity plus that patch of price that I was talking about. And if I highlight it, we'll just call it an inversion imbalance if we use this time frame. Where are you? See that? So price is sitting in there, you know, and sure enough, that from there to here, beautiful sell. Could have even just got out right here. But this was a nice buy as well. As you can see, we pushed up. We didn't break this low. So this level is being respected right here. And sure enough, pushed up, right? What did they do? They didn't take that high out, right? And then they decided to retrace back. And this is the exact reason why I didn't want to fuck with today. This is the exact same reason, because I knew this price action was going to kind of sit here like this. But then we retrace right back into it and just returning back to it. All right. And also if you look on the 15-minute, we just call it an imbalance, you know, whatever. But go to a 5-minute real quick. And you know, this area is just very high confluence. So you can see that right there, right? Holding as support. And then what did they do at the 355 fucking candle? They pushed up and took out that liquidity. And I like that. I liked coming up for here, but now we're here. So let me see if I can try to be done here. But also what was going on, a lot of divergence work too. And right here, when the bullish bias was also being carried from higher lows in NAS and S&P, and Dow did take out that low, right? So we were pushing up here. And then when we retraced back for NAS, we were here. So we had higher lows here and we had higher lows here, but S&P did take out that low of which would have been the 930 open. So that was me pushing up and buying this piece right here, right? So that got me to buy right there. And then I left it alone. So then when NAS came and swept that low, and we had higher lows at the time, I was like, oh yeah, you know, take that buy. And this is the reason why I took that buy. So it's in orange, so it failed. But then, anyways, so then when we're up here, you know, nice sell from here. Also, you had a divergence going on with higher highs here, and then we had lower highs here. And then that would have been a nice. That's the reason why I was kind of upset at myself why I should have took this sell, but I didn't. I was just sitting back and, you know, just waiting for another trade, and no big deal, man. But anyways, and then when we got here, and this didn't look like it was gonna pan out, but I drew it out, and sure enough, this divergence here on NAS with higher lows here, and you know, you had lower lows here with S&P and Dow, and sure enough, we pushed the fuck up, dude, and I was right, man. I didn't take that trade, but I saw it. So there's that, man. And then dollar is just kind of, you know, playing around. It retraced back to wipe out some of that buyers, and then pushed back up a little bit, and now we're sitting here. So I don't know, man. You got that gap right there on dollar. So do we come back down one more time, that pushes us up, or does it really come bearish? You know, or I mean, are we gonna come up here with dollar and shoot up? Who cares? Not really fucking caring about dollar, to be honest. But and then Nvidia lackluster today, not really pushing around or moving around, so kind of kept us in in the same ballpark of price action, and that was it, man. So 24 minutes over my limit here, and as far as tomorrow goes, it's Friday, so it's the end of the month. I might not even fucking trade tomorrow, to be honest. I don't really like this price action, even though it's panning out everything we're saying, these higher highs and higher lows, and we're supposed to be up here by the end of the month or the beginning of the month. So I'm expecting Friday to push up, unless Friday wants to really rip and take people out. I don't see that happening, but I'm still expecting higher prices to get up here. All right. So you guys take care and God bless.